In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty, darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and there was morning, the first day. Verse 6.
And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the water, and let it separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so, and God called the expanse heaven. And there was evening and there was morning and the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together in one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas, and God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which their seed each according to its kind, on earth." And it was
The earth brought forth vegetation and plants yielding seeds according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruits in which their seed each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evenings and there was mornings, and the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights and expanse the heavens, and spread the day from the night, and let them be for signs, for seasons, and for days and years, and let them be lights upon the earth." And so God made the two great lights of greater lights to rule the day, and lesser lights to rule the night, and the stars.
And God sent them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens." So God created this great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kinds. And God saw that it was good.
And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day.
And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kinds. And God saw that it was good.
Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that we may rule over the fish in the sea, and the birds of the sky, over the livestock and all wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created mankind in his own image. And in the image of God he created them, male and female he created.
God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." Then God said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food, and to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, everything that has the breath of life in it. I give every green plant for food." And it was God said all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day.
Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their vast array. By the seventh day God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. This is the account of the heavens and the earth when they were created. And the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. So now no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up. For the Lord God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no one to work the ground. But streams came up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. Then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And the man became a living being. Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east in Eden, and There he put the man he had formed. The Lord God made all kinds of trees grow out of the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the middle of the garden were the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
A river flowed out of Eden to water the garden, and there it divided and became 4 rivers. The name of the first is the
I know, Pishon.
It was the one that flowed around the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. Bdellium,
Aromatic resin,
Ooh, that's
bdellium and onyx stones are there. The name of the second river in Gihon is the one that flowed around the whole land of Cush. And the name of the third river is the Tigris, which flows east of Assyria. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, You may surely eat of every tree of the garden, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For in the day that you eat it, of it you shall surely die. And the Lord God said, It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. Now out of the ground the Lord God had formed every beast of the field and every bird of the heavens, and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And whatever the man called every living creature, that was its name.
The man gave names to all livestock and the birds in the heavens, to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helper fit for him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and while he slept, took one of his ribs and closed up its place with flesh. And the rib that Lord God has taken from the man he made into a woman, and brought her into the man. Then the man said, This at last is the bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called a woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, and hold fast his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed.